What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. Today they released Nightcrawler. Amazing figure. I can't wait to have him. It's Thrawn, actually, from Ahsoka. And I think you can still pre-order this at Big Bad. Yeah, I'll put the link down below if it is. If not, I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. Last night, or yesterday, Kenobi, who's been sold out, the Clone Wars Kenobi, popped in. As you know, I'll post it in if I see some random drops. If you're looking for something, it's a weird situation now what we have with Hot Toys, where I guess we have to get used to this, that things that you thought are gonna be on sale will never be on sale. And this is one of those guys. I feel like he's in the same breath as Kang, where you'll get him. You get Kang, you don't know where to pose him. You don't even have anything from Quantumania. Sure, you can pose him perhaps with Loki and Sylvie, but he looks different there. Same goes with him. I mean, is there anyone? Maybe I'm forgetting something from Ahsoka line that came out. I'm sure there's gonna be a few. There's a few in Ahsoka, but nothing as of yet. For me, this figure, it looks really good in the beginning. It still does now. I just don't know if I treat him as Kang. Beautiful figures. Kang, the outside head sculpt, the human head sculpt, not so much. And it's funny enough because they're both kind of like, like a higher tiered villain, so to speak, both him and Kang. But they don't just, I don't know. For me, Kang looks great. Doesn't stand out enough though for me to grab him. I guess because of the controversies and the fact that he's gonna be, there's gonna be no more Kang. At least I think so, right? Like, because of the entire debacle out of him. With Thrawn, that it's not the case, but Star Wars is such in a weird state right now that I almost want something else to come out of Ahsoka that would kind of inspire me to get him. I mean, I don't need to make that decision now before this reaches, I would say, Big Bad. It would take like 3 months, if not more, to reach the US, Sideshow, wherever it is that he'll come out in Hong Kong for sure. Good looking figure. I like the rolling eyeball system. I think, even though his eyes doesn't really, it's not as noticeable as a regular eyes for a human being does, because it's darker. Yes, it does move, but I don't know if it conveys the same movement as a regular eyeball. It comes with this accessories, I guess, which is enough. I don't know. It just doesn't hit me as of yet. It kind of gives me Gideon vibes, if that makes sense. But obviously, he's a much better figure than Moff Gideon. There are criticism when the first Gideon arrived. Doesn't look like Giancarlo. He doesn't have moving eyeball system, all that stuff. Thrawn is different. He has more legacy behind him. Looks better by miles with Moff Gideon. But at that time, I think Gideon already has, you can pair him with a Death Trooper. At least you got that going on for you, because that Death Trooper, you could use it from Rogue One. With him, I mean, I guess you could, put some Stormtrooper behind him. It looks good. I don't know. I'm just not feeling him at the moment. Had this came out, maybe a few months after Ahsoka, then I might have felt different. So this is the risk. I don't know if I'm the only one feeling the same way of waiting too long. And it's not, and if the movie, even if the movie does hit on you, or the TV show, the 2 year and a half wait is different. Like, I feel like I would feel different if this is Wolverine, even though Wolverine comes out next year. That has more of an impact to me than what Ahsoka did. But at the moment, let's say this came out, let's say Ahsoka finished on, I forgot where it finished on, let's say June, and this one came out October, November, I think I would be more inclined to pick it up right away, because it's still fresh on me. Unlike now that things have happened along the way, movies came out and whatnot, and it just doesn't feel the same way for me, at least for this. Maybe I'm just not invested too much in Ahsoka. Maybe that's the reason why. There's two things that happens. Sometimes I'm so invested in the movie that I don't care if it's 2-3 years. Like I've been waiting for Dexter for a good 3 years now from Flashback because I love Dexter. I don't really care. And then there are certain figures that are so good that you don't really care about the movie all that much. For example, Black Adam. I thought the Black Adam figure is phenomenal. Looks like Dwayne Johnson. I also added to the fact that I like wrestling. You know, I was a 90s baby that I loved the Attitude Era, so I picked him up. So there's a lot of things going on here. This is a great looking figure, but I don't think it's at the level of Black Adam. That's why I'm like, yeah, you know, we got Nightcrawler, you know, a blue guy. So, but for the fans, hey, this is as good as you could get. He looks great, man. He looks exactly like the actor that portrayed him. You see all the veins popping up in the head. As far as the outfit, it's clean. You might not want to eat Cheetos and handle him at the same time. As a matter of fact, I would even wear those, gloves, the white gloves, not the, like the medical ones, before handling him, just in case, you don't want to transfer those oils and dirt from your hands to this pristine looking uniform. The belt, is it pleather? Hopefully not. The boots, hopefully not as well. Look, it does look, those two items right there are a bit of a concern that might, quote unquote flake. Hopefully it doesn't. Now, as far as the character, I'm sure we'll see him again. Is this going to be the best version that we have? Perhaps, unless he changed the way he looks outfit-wise. I don't see that happening as well. But you have what you wanted here. Hand gesture is different. You got a rolling eyeball system. Again, as outside of changing his uniform, this might be the best option you have for Thrawn. I can see him having a chair in the future and all that stuff. But for now, there's nothing you could ask for, in my opinion. So, let me know in the comments. Are you guys going to pick this up? Are you excited for this? Look at that vein. I mean, can't deny it. This figure looks fantastic. Am I going to pick him up? Maybe. We'll see. Not now, but maybe not even when it comes out. I don't know. But let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.